All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. Welcome to Science Domain, where we talk a lot about politics as well as the entertainment industry, because you and I both know that the entertainment industry is driveling with a lot of politics. Now, a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. I think Derek Chauvin has been sentenced to 22.5 years in prison. But so far, so good. I've been looking on the internet and there has been crickets as a result of this. But I think one of the bigger news that is not yet out there at the moment from at the time of me recording this, because I've been searching a lot for it, but I couldn't find it anywhere else, is the comment that George Floyd's brother has made, which might be problematic to a lot of SJWs, I would say. Now, last year, there were videos out there with a lot of SJWs making a claim that anybody talking about All Life Matter or in response to the Black Lives Matter movement is maybe a white supremacist or a white supremacist enabler or supporter or something, or people that do not care about Black life when they talk about All Life Matter. So in light of that, SJWs got together, made some videos telling people you should not say All Life Matter.
If you're using the All Lives Matter movement as a way to undermine Black Lives Matter, then you truly do not care about all lives.
Stop saying all lives matter. We know that all lives matter. To say that Black Lives Matter is not to say that only Black Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter exclusively. It's a specific response to the way we operate in this country, the way we've worked under the assumption that all lives matter except for Black life.
Are you serious?
Everyone commenting all lives matter. You're so brave.
Yeah, damn right they brave. A woman got shot because she said all lives matter. Duh.
Thank you so much for standing up for all lives. You believe that all lives matter, right? So where's your outrage for the Black lives that are taken by police brutality?
Where is your outrage for the white lives that were taken through police brutality? Daniel Schaefer, Tony Timper. Regardless of the fact that police brutality is not being suffered by just black people in the US or in the UK or anywhere else in the world, it's been suffered by white people, it's been suffered by Hispanics, and all this police shooting, when you take a look at Statistica, you would find out that in the year 2020 alone, 457 white people were shot by the police, 271 blacks by the police, 169 Hispanics by the police, and other people is about 126 and thereabout. So this is not something that is being suffered by black people alone. Now, should we say that black people's lives are more important than all the other people's lives? Because most of these people that are making videos, telling people and charging you not to say that all life matter are talking from a place of ignorance. I am sorry to say, you might feel like you're trying to support a cause and you're trying to back up some certain people, of which I can understand that black people have been marginalized in the past, but we have come to a place where if you're trying to come together to fight a common goal, you shouldn't segregate a certain race and say this race is getting it worse than other people, when in fact, when you take a look at the crime rates, it's higher with that same race, which is actually leading to why the deaths is also higher with that same race. The other part of the argument would also be that not all Black Lives Matter to these people that are actually making this movement, as we have seen people like Don Lemon on CNN has said it before, and other people like Joy Reid and the likes of them saying that no, this Black Lives Matter movement is only about Black life, but it is really truly not, because when people die of other things other than being shot by police officers, they don't care. Black Lives Matter doesn't move or doesn't outrage about that, which should be, there should be an outrage about that. So this whole thing that is happening when it comes to Black Lives Matter and their movement has always been causing more destruction, more damages, and more deaths to the black people, because as we can see, since the Black Lives Matter movement, since the defund the police, since all these murals of Black Lives Matter has been painted, especially mostly in the democratic states in the US, and I'm not trying to dig at all Democrats, I'm just trying to tell you that this has been the result. Crime has skyrocketed, deaths of black people have skyrocketed, but there is no outrage about this death, and it is a direct result of you defunding the police or trying to make that movement for defunding the police, which has caused a lot of people to actually resign. Now, for me not to strive too much into those things, I want to show you a breaking news that is not too much going to be publicized, and I think this is going to cause a lot of problems for these SJWs that have been saying things like this.
Now I was sitting chilling thinking to myself, and I thought, the same people that say all lives matter is the same people that value property destruction over dehumanization.
For reals? Well, I know somebody who begs to differ.
Her daughter is walking around, and I know she's in tears every day thinking about her mother. Her mother was killed in point blank range, shot multiple times. So many different people all around the world who didn't even have this type of technology. I just want to reiterate, not just Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. All lives matter. All lives matter. We need to stand up and fight. Can't get comfortable, because when you get comfortable, people forget about you. Amen.
I do appreciate every time this guy comes out to talk, because he has always been very reasonable with all his comments. He's the same person that said that more violence is not going to bring his brother back. So he's encouraging people not to go out there. Like what that idiot said on that video, that people are putting more emphasis on property than human being. His brother said it shortly after that more violence is not going to bring his brother back, and he's actually right about that. Protest but not riot. Protest but not destroy people's property. Protest but not kill people, because over 50 people have died as a result of these riots, but nobody talks about that. I'm talking about mainstream media from the left. I'm talking about that. CNN, MSNBC, Washington Post, you know, and the New York Times. They're all not talking about those deaths. Atlantic, Vox, and the rest of them, they're all not talking about those 50 people that died as a result of these riots. And guess what? Those 50 people that have died, none of them were shot by the police. None of them were killed as a result of police brutality, although police brutality, I'm not trying to defend it. Now, just for those of you who are out there tearing your head, maybe you are looking at George Floyd's brother as if he's some kind of a sellout. What George Floyd's brother is actually trying to say there is that there is no outrage about black people killing black people. Now, I've mentioned this before, that George Floyd died with knees on his neck, and that has become a symbol for this movement, saying that white people have their knees on black people's neck, which is an absolute lie. Now, if you take a look at 2 years before, 3 years before, with Tony Timper, I've mentioned this before, Tony Timper also died in similar circumstances as George Floyd. Now, the difference between Tony Timper and George Floyd are two things. One, Tony Timper rang the cops himself. He was not a criminal. He was somebody who was going through a schizophrenic episode, but he died at the legs, under the legs of police officers, and Tony Timper was white. But Tony Timper's life did not matter to people. This guy wasn't a criminal, at least to the best of my knowledge, and he wasn't committing a crime. George Floyd's life mattered more. Also, when Jazlyn Adams was killed, her life did not matter. Over 20 other children have been shot this year from black on black crime or what have you, including 11-month-olds, 2-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and what have you. But those people's lives seem not to matter. There is no movement against hoodlums. There is no movement against gang-related shooting. There is no movement against all of this that is nationwide. I mean, there are people out there who are actually pushing against these things, who are actually making this movement, but there is no publication of such movement. So do you people truly care about black lives? Do you truly care about all black lives? And this is what his brother is trying to say. What makes his brother's death more important than Tony Timper's death, or Daniel Schaefer, who was shot point blank 5 times and he had no gun and he was white? Nobody talks about that either. What makes George Floyd's death more important than Jazlyn Adams, who was shot by black people? And unlike the rhetoric that they were telling you that black people are always getting shot by police, the killer of Jazlyn Adams was caught alive and he shot at police. And I can show you a whole range of people, black people, who have been caught by the police after they committed murder and they caught them alive. So the idea and the rhetoric that only white people are arrested after they have committed some kind of mass shooting or some kind of a killing, whatever, is actually false, because they are also arresting black people who have committed mass shooting and they've caught them alive, or who have been in gang member related shootings and what have you, and they've caught them alive. So the problem we're facing right now when it comes to police brutality, and if we truly want to solve it, do not make it a black thing, make it a people thing. Because right now, even the people that you are appealing to, the people that you are saying that are going to solve the problem, the people who were last year, we're talking AOC, we're talking Kamala Harris, who were last year encouraging these rioters, telling them they wouldn't let out and they should not let out, they're not doing anything about what's happening in the black communities today. All those inner cities, with all those murders increasing, they're doing absolutely nothing about it. And Joe Biden, who just signed a bill for equity for Asian Americans and other Native Americans, has signed nothing that actually protects black people either. And the reason why is this: no matter how you shout about something for black people, people, they're not going to do anything about it because it is not encompassing of all people. So if we really want to make a difference for the black people, we need to make a movement that encompasses everybody. I'm not trying to belittle the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm just trying to say that, what do we really want? Do we want progress, or do we want to continue remaining victims and just keep yelling over and over and over about the same thing that makes no difference? Remember, Black Lives Matter has been out there since 2013, has not made a single difference, has not made anything better or positive difference, let me put it that way, to the black community. They don't care about how black community is educated. They don't care about black families. They don't care about the lives of black people. And this is what I maintain. So now I'm curious to see what these SJWs are going to say when it was George Floyd's brother that actually made this statement. And that is what he's trying to make clear. Please, 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 to all you people, all lives matter. Like, people that die from other things other than police shootings, their lives matter too. And we should be making this a national issue. Gang-related shootings should be made a national issue. Police brutality should be made a national issue for all people, not just black lives alone, because that is the only way you can unify people and actually get things done in unison. Lastly, my personal opinion, no matter what you want to say about George Floyd's brother, I think that this speech is more unifying than any speech I have heard anybody make about this particular situation. And that's my word. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for paying attention up to this point. I really appreciate you guys. Please, if you did enjoy this video in any shape or form or found any value from it, please help me out by hitting that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe because it is massively important. And try to share this video as much as possible. And with that, I would like to bid you guys adieu. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Peace, and Saya's out of here. Catch you guys on the next one.
All lives matter.
We'll be right back.